But we want to go to the blacksmith. I believe the side quest starts now. Might start later, but I think it starts now. Yeah, Jacko!
You haven't seen my foolish son, have you?
He actually has a voice.
I bet he's out playing pranks with that no-good watchtower kid again.
I'm sure he is, Mr.
Tell an old man
Mustache.
to stop playing in the forest and to come home and do his chores.
Yep, okay. So we needed that to happen, because that was important. Also, we can sell these pieces of crap, because we will never ever use them again, and sell that, because I'm not wearing that. So now we have monies! And we can buy things like that, which is decent. He also sells some armor, and they all make us slower. And they don't change our color scheme either, as far as I remember. He's also got some swords. I think he gets a couple more weapons.
Sword of speed seems pretty good.
But not that many. Pretty much anything under 20 or at 20 and under misses like crazy. Like this brown sword is terrible for accuracy and stuff. Sword of speed is... it gives you more attacks, which is nice.
And does slightly more damage.
True, but we'd lose our elemental attack. Because the Aquazar does water damage. So we would lose that.
But when you're fighting things that are resistant against water, it'd be great.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I was trying to decide, do we want to go with just defense and be like super duper slow? Probably not. Yeah, we'll get Sword of Speed. I usually don't get it, so. And then you can equip it from the screen, which is really nice. Say, heck yeah, I want to put that on. And I want this for now. And we can sell nothing. Yeah, because I don't want to sell that, because once you sell it, it's gone forever. You found it in the forest, you can't buy it at another shop. Till, like, way post-game.
Come again when you can handle that weapon there. I got it prepared too, you know.
Yeah. So if we would have come to him first, like, right away, he would only have, like, up to the bronze sword, if even that, and he would have been like, you gotta give me time to prepare, come back when I have a more powerful weapon. But he said to go tell his kid that he's in trouble.
Which one's his kid?
Muscles.
Ah.
Huh? The Birdman of the Dragonfly Forest?
Hey, it's
Can't
the masked
help you
man.
there.
Too bad the mask isn't
Let me tell
here
you,
somewhere.
he'd be no match for Kelmore.
Like just
No
peeking
matter
out from under
how
the bed or
strong he
something.
says he is. Right, Kelmar?
You idiot! That's enough already!
Oh, getting kind of nervous there, aren't you, buddy?
So you're going into the forest in search of that guy?
Yes.
You're not gonna kill him, are you?
Why do you care?
You won't be able to get that powder if you do. Well, good luck bringing that stuff back from Kikinak. And tell me all about it when you get back. No, I just want to know what he's like.
We didn't say what his name was, so either he's really good with lore and stuff, or there's something amiss.
If you do
That's,
meet Kikinak,
that's a different Let's
tell me
player.
all about him. I just want to know what he's like.
Come on.
You're the only one who can become a cocoon master.
I know.
You're so lucky. I have to become a blacksmith.
Sucks, don't it?
No, it's nothing for you to worry about.
Of course not.
Wonder what it's like.
There we go. Give message.
Oh man, that pig-headed old-timer. He knew this whole time?
Of course he did.
Was there anything else? Maybe like that bird monster?
No. Why would there be? Weirdo. Yeah, so doing that will net us a free weapon after we finished the Dragonfly Forest. So make sure you do that, because, I mean, it's not the best weapon in the world, but it's free, so.
It's my favorite price.
And that's gonna do it, I do believe. Had some battles, had some fun times. Yeah, it's been about an hour. So next time, I guess I'll go back in and catch that other dog guy too. You need to remind me to mess with the settings to see if I can get those life bars and stuff lined up a little.
Okay, I'll try to remember.
But I'll go catch that guy. I don't know if I'll merge him with anything. If I do, I'll just like do a recap later and show off the Gravekeeper, and then me and Ragnatz will do some light reading for you guys with the minstrels, because there's 2 of them, so you can take one voice, I'll take the other. And then we'll head into the Dragonfly Forest and have ourselves a grand old time. Sound good?
I'm excited.
You better be excited.
I'm excited. I can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Till next time, folks.
Later, guys. Hey, guys! We're up here. Gonna pay our respects to dead people and blah, 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 blah. Little cross thing with our hands and awesomeness. Awesome! The hell is on my hip? Is that my weapon? I don't think you could have your weapon in town. Is this the special exception to the rule? No, I don't know what the hell that is. That's weird. Anyway. Probably not gonna save. I don't know why I'm doing this, but oh well. I still can't figure out how to fix that, and it frustrates me greatly. Obviously, Ragnatz is not here because he wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. So, yeah. It's all me right now. I know you guys love it. Sup, old timer?
You know, I quite like it here. I wonder if you understand.
Sort of.
I have a fine view of the forest. I love the forest. That is why I like it here.
I'm sure you do.
When I'm here watching the forest, I need nothing else at all.
Awesome.
Oh my, I almost forgot about the frolicking children. Their smiles are important too.
That's nice. Anyway, we've got to listen to these 2 and go. Hear about the Birdman.
Time in a faraway village, there lived a woodcutter who always boasted of his strength.
I've heard this thing so many times.
It is said that the woodcutter wanted to test his own strength by felling the tallest tree in the forest.
That's a giant axe for that
He
dude.
hastily ventured deep into the forest in search. Meanwhile, the forest told the great tree of the woodcutter. The great tree sighed deeply, lamenting his foolishness, and he continued to sigh.
See? Plants have feelings too, vegetarians.
The breath of the great tree became a thick and heavy fog which shrouded the forest. The woodcutter soon lost his way.
Oh no.
He grew so tired wandering about that he soon took a short rest. Just then, sweet-smelling fluffs began to float down from above.
They look like suns.
All who would smell their sweet scent would fall fast asleep. The woodcutter couldn't help but to fall in a deep slumber, and there he lay, snoring great snores in the middle of the forest. For 3 days he slept. On the morning of the 4th day, a birdman flew down to where he lay. He spoke to him. I'm the strongest, you always say. One fight with me, if you may. But the woodcutter remained fast asleep.
Lazy.
You can try to sleep if you must, but I shall wake you with my dust. As he spoke those words, the birdman sprinkled a glistening white powder upon the woodcutter.
Looks like he's blowing a trumpet at him.
With that, the woodcutter sneezed a great sneeze and jumped to his feet.
Achoo!
The surprised woodcutter shouted, "Who on earth are you? I warn you, I am incredibly strong, and I will battle right now." The birdman replied, "You can't defeat me, but if you do, we can be friends, and I'll share my powder with you. It cures all illness and turns old to new. I got it from the forest people called the Yamu." The woodcutter tried to grab the birdman, but the woodcutter had been asleep for 3 days. He was too hungry to hold on. With one flap of his mighty wings, the birdman blew the woodcutter all the way back to the village.
Oh noes!
The woodcutter told the villagers all about the strange birdman, but not a soul believed him.
Of course not.
From that day on, the woodcutter never again boasted of his strength.
Well, that's handy. Yeah, fortunately, Giginak does not talk in song.
Understand? The divine tree of the forest is an incarnation of Elrum. You must never think of harming it. It is always watching over us. There are many other tales with the birdman. It seems they all say that he hates fire.
Wink, wink, nudge,
Perhaps
nudge.
he was barbecued in a previous life.
Yes. So, pro tip: fire. Giginak, no.
Become a cocoon master.
Because I have to.
Because they made you?
Yes.
For the sake of the village?
Not really.
You must not think that way.
Aw.
Many years ago, the children of the village used to come to hear my stories. You were one of them. You always played the flute, even when you were a little boy.
Aw.
Even the rowdiest children would calm down when you started playing. And now, do you still like the flute?
That's okay.
If so, then be strong and gentle like the flute.
It's not really a flute, though. It's like a ocarina. What it looks like, anyway. Anyway, one more tale. For now. He does have like 2 more or something. Maybe 1 more.
This is a tale of the kingdom of Gehenna Pali that stretched across these lands long ago. Once upon a time, Prince Menek, son of King Karis, set out with his vassals to hunt in the forest.
That's a great tree again.
But in the forest they were enveloped by a thick fog, and the prince lost his way.
That's why you drop breadcrumbs.
Wandering aimlessly about, he happened upon a marsh from which grew an enormous tree. Thereupon he heard the sound of sobbing, but he knew not from where. He found a maiden sitting all alone. She was weeping by the marsh.
How do you know she was a maiden?
"I am Alcana. I just buried my mother here in the marsh of Uban," she said. And then she looked up at the prince. He was overwhelmed by her beautiful eyes.
We're getting a whopping 10 frames a
The
second.
maiden stole his heart that day. It was truly a fateful meeting. Thereafter, the prince made frequent trips into the forest. Undoubtedly, he was paying visits to the maiden.
Yeah, she probably wasn't a
The
maiden too much
had a
longer.
strange power. She could talk to the insects and trees.
Those are birds, buddy.
Before long, there began a terrible rumor that the prince's heart had been stolen by a witch.
Of course.
One day, the maiden spun silk from fairy cocoons and wove it into a beautiful cloth for the king. But the brilliance of that cloth cast a shadow upon the kingdom. The king was so enthralled by the fairy silk that he sent his soldiers into the forest, where they ravaged for fairy cocoons. The fairies, still in their cocoons, were boiled alive. The king killed them so he could have their silk.
A jerk.
The prince pleaded with his father to stop his cruelty, but the king was no longer the man he had once been. Prince Menek was charged with treason and imprisoned in the king's deepest dungeon. He was never heard from again. When the maiden learned of the prince's death, she cursed her fate and lamented the foolishness of man. She then cast herself away into the marsh where her mother lay. As she started to drown, a voice from nowhere whispered to her,
He's rhyming now.
I am Elrum. I shall grant you your wish. Tell me what you want, said the voice. The maiden told Elrum all that weighed upon her heart.
This is why she's still underwater, keep in mind.
The maiden said, greed bears destructive knowledge. Its wicked power shall be the end of the forest. All hope is lost. The beasts of knowledge shall never live in peace with the forest. The one light of hope, who I so loved, has perished at the hands of the beasts. I now go to where my love Menek awaits. Thereupon Elrum spoke again. So you claim that your true love was torn asunder by the greed and hatred of the beasts of knowledge?
Pretty much.
When light is swallowed up by darkness, I shall unleash ruin upon the land, returning all to the nothingness from whence it came. I have a firm grip upon the darkness in your heart. From that day forward, demons appeared in the forest, terrifying all they came upon. And the kingdom of Gehenna Parley fell to ruin by the swarms of Oni-Boo-Boo, locusts of apocalypse.
Oni-Boo-Boo.
The
That
demons
still amuses
that haunt
me.
the forest now are the beasts, spawned by the greed in man's heart.
Well, that sucks. You gonna talk to me, old timer? Or can I move? Oh, I can move. I keep wanting to use the joystick and it won't let me, which is dumb. Alright, well, that's all he's got to say for now. So, yay, hooray, I'm gonna save. Just so he'll have different unique dialogue next time we talk to him. I mean, he'll have different stories next time we talk to him, but he'll say other things. Other than that, I could go around and talk to everybody. But we're not gonna do that, so yeah. Pretty much right now, everybody likes us and they want us to succeed. Pretty much all you gotta know. Like, in the beginning, they were like, oh, hey, I know you, you're gonna be a cocoon master, and then shit goes down, they're like, yo, get in the forest and, like, do well, we're really rooting for you. And right now, they're like, oh, you're so awesome, go talk to the Birdman, he'll fix everything, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. But you will see how quickly opinions change in times of trouble.